I think I actually stopped that recording, and so it's going to be 2 recordings. That'll be great. It'll be fine. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I can mash it together. Anyway, I had an interruption from a child, but Luca, it is your turn. So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash, 5, 10, 15. This guard has friends around them.
Yeah.
And I'd really like to introduce them to my short sword.
Yeah, go for it.
So he wasn't running, he was getting backup.
Backup that he knew nothing about at all.
Yeah, Robin doesn't know that.
And, Luca's pretty good at lying. That's a little too low for my tastes.
Yeah, that's a little too low to hit, too. So the Southern Guard here, Darian and his crew, they barge in here with their weapons drawn. He holds out his sword towards Amric, takes a look around and says, "Your devil worship, your satanicness is done for. Throw down your weapons and we'll let you live." Amric, hearing the clamor outside, hearing the swords crashing back and forth, looks at Rhea, looks at Darian, sighs deeply, and throws his dagger down. Enter Cortana's dead corpse.
Throw it down. It's like... It's a good thing Robin's unconscious, so she can't see that.
The Grey Wavers that have come in the other door rush over to Robin and start using their actions to stabilize her. Let's see here now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move this guard out with the Grey Wavers. We're going to move this guard out with the Grey Wavers. We're going to move these guys. They're dead. We'll say that they died. Robin, you come to about an hour to an hour and a half later. See, we'll put you laying on this here comfy couch in this particular room over here. Luca, do you want to be there when she wakes up?
I do have questions for Amric, but
okay.
I doubt that he'll get much chance to speak potentially.
He is thrown into shackles, and he's hauled off by a couple of the Grey Wavers. Darian will look at you and just be all like, "There'll be time for interrogation later. Let's take care of your friends." Rhea will also be there when you wake up. Cortana's body will be covered kind of over here in the corner. Remove that and remove that in. We'll line up these dead bodies over here. Put a blanket on each one of them.
So thoughtful.
This guy will get hauled away. This guy will get probably killed. This guy will probably get killed. But Robin, you wake up about an hour later after having been semi-trucked off of the table. You're lying on a couch in a nicely appointed room. Let's see here. This is room 8. This is a parlor. Let's see. High-backed chair facing a pair of padded couches and a coffee table. So you wake up on a padded couch. There's thin drapes over the windows to diffuse the natural light, and the walls are lined with framed paintings of the Duke, her three dead husbands, her 3 sons, and what appears to be a winged cat. There's also a tapestry hanging on the north wall that depicts burning angels falling from the sky into a pit of fire.
Alrighty. Can I get a look at Thirstwell's portrait just so that I know what the mystery man looks like?
Absolutely, you may get yourself a look at Thirstwell's portrait. Let me finish getting rid of the rest of these individuals around here.
So I imagine
Ooh.
I'm
Interessante.
You imagine
one hit
you're...
point.
You are exactly at 1 hit point, but you do see at least a familiar, friendly face there. You see, you do see Rhea, and you do see Luca. There also appears to be several other individuals. As you look around the room, you can see 2 burly-looking individuals kind of standing with their arms crossed next to a door over here. They're wearing a gray outfit, but on the gray outfit you can actually see the symbol of the flaming fist, like embroidered here upon their chest. Sitting across from you in a chair, he's kind of got his arms crossed. You see sort of an older gentleman with a salt and pepper beard. He's got blood all over his face and his head is kind of kicked back. He looks like he's napping.
That's about all I've got right now.
Luca's kind of over you.
Where were you?
Getting help.
Not soon enough. And I'm gonna turn away from him. I'm also going to use my last spell slot.
Peyton, message for you.
Alright.
Wow, that's a really bad roll.
All of my rolls have been really bad rolls.
Negative, but I can add them real quick.
Okay, you might want to work on that while...
Because I can just...
we're going through this.
I'll
Rhea,
sit up a little bit.
Rhea looks over you and says, "Are you okay?"
Not even a little bit.
I understand that. Cortana didn't make it.
Yes, I know. I watched her take her last breath. And then I'll glare at you, Luca.
Unfortunate.
That's all you have to say?
Ah, you're awake.
Oh.
I want to try to get up off this couch.
Take it easy, lass.
I imagine it'll be slow going, but I'm getting off this couch and crawling if I have to.
Well, you sit up into the sitting position and you feel a little bit dizzy. You notice the gentleman across from you is now looks like he's a little more awake than he was just a moment ago, and he's looking at you like you're crazy to be trying to move right this moment in time. Take it easy, lass. There's no need for anything now. We have this situation
Fine.
well in hand.
I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'm gonna try to hobble across the room.
Okay.
A quick question, Will, because I didn't. Well, do we have any starting gold equipment other than the standard starting gold equipment?
Yeah, you can have an additional 50 gold pieces.
I didn't I got everything I needed without it, but I was like, I better double check.
That's fine. Put a couple of Grey Weavers out in the yard just to make sure. Where are you going?
I have to see her.
Lass, that's nothing you want to see there.
Just please, I need to go to her.
Alright. And you notice the two individuals kind of in the corner move with you into the next room. But they give you a respectful distance.
So I'm going to kneel down and pray over her, that Seraphina will guide her journey to the heavens.
Cortana, you do realize that you had inspiration on your character sheet.
No, I didn't realize that. Oh well.
Well, you know. Oops.
It's been 2 weeks. I probably even got it before that.
Yeah, you did.
All of a sudden, she sits up. No.
That
would be awesome.
Terrifying.
Ray will move in the room with you.
Oh, I guess it's a party then.
Just say a quick prayer over her.
I mean, not necessarily quick, but I'm just gonna sit here a minute. This was my friend. We have traveled for a while together. We had a whole rescue operation together. We've took out a cultist. We had adventure, and whatever our squabbles were, we were still friends.
Don't mind me, I'm actually looking at what Peyton gave me for her backstory on her backup character, so you guys can feel free to do some RP together, and I can feel free to jump in with any.
I am going to gingerly reach under whatever covering is over her and find the prophecy.
I thought she was gonna say gold.
No. I'm not like
Rob.
That's not what I do. I just want the prophecy.
Okay.
And as I take it, I'm going to say, I will keep this safe for you, friend.
It's very sad to be losing a friend.
Yes, it is. She was a good friend. We saved a lot of people together. This was not how I wanted it to end.
I can understand that. Good.
I suppose she will go on. Don't necessarily know too much about that end of things, but in my estimation, she was good at what she did. So there's that.
I'm sure she's with her god now.
Peyton. Message on Discord.
I will turn
Sounds good.
to Rhea and ask her, do you know where the church is? We know what the church she was part of, right?
Yes.
We started there.
I don't remember.
Yes, I remember.
Will you find the priest? I would like her buried in the fashion of her god. And I would like him to handle it. She deserves that.
The man with the salt and pepper beard says, "We'll take care of that for you, lass. We know her. We know her whereabouts.
Thank you.
Aye.
If it's any consolation, the Grey Waivers and I have a rapport and work pretty well together. I won't swindle you.
Well, I would hope not, at least given the circumstances and what I just asked for.
It's Baldur's Gate.
Aye. It be Baldur's Gate, but under my watchful eye, there'd be no demon cults around. Not be having any of that. So lucky here. Found your friend Luca. Bit of a cult investigator, he says. Told us about the Vanthampurs. The devil worshippers. Didn't believe it, but I had to contact a friend of mine. Saw a captain, the regular guard, named but his Odge. Told me that the maid of this particular establishment went missing a while back. So I checked in with her family. Her family said that she had mentioned devil worship. And that's when I knew it to be true. And if my friend Luca, and he reaches out and like smacks you pretty hard on the back, you know, the kuthunk.
Yep.
He was coming this way. Wow. I couldn't let him get chopped up by no devil worshippers for sure.
Would give a solid, very glad you all arrived. Amric deserves everything coming towards him. This whole damn family does.
Well,
Where is Amric?
he has been taken to a safe place. One of our holding cells. He's down at the seawater tower.
Good place for him.
Do I know where that is?
Be on the map.
Yeah, it's on the map of Baldur's
Okay.
Gate. Yeah, it's a pretty popular place. It is essentially Sea Tower of Baldurian. That's what it is. It's essentially the deployment point for the Grey Waivers. The Grey Waivers are actually the group of the Flaming Fists that particularly patrol the harbor.
Gotcha.
That work in the harbor. Where in the world is that at? Oh, this is Outer City. I've gone way too far!
You've gone too far!
There it
On
is.
to ludicrous speed.
The headquarters of the Flaming Fist stands on a rocky islet in the harbor, its sheer walls erupting from the stone in such a way as to grant invaders from the sea few footholds. From the fortress's 5 stout towers, especially made Gondian trebuchets stand ready to hurl stones 3 times the distance of an ordinary siege weapon, giving the fortress command not just of the entire harbor, but the opposite bank of the river as well. Any invading ships not intimidated by such death from above would also have to contend with a massive chain running from Sea Tower to pillings under the easternmost wharf in Brampton.
Wow.
So it's actually the Flaming Fist headquarters.
Gotcha.
Me and my lads, we did the best we could, but we can't go very much further, unfortunately. We've secured you the compound. You understand here that we're going against one of the Council of 4, and our heads are on the block.
Aye, we won't disappoint on our end.
I appreciate that. You say you investigate the occult. Well, I'd like you to turn this place over and find their devil worship, wherever it be taking place, and get me some gosh darn proof and take it to the authorities.
Of course.
And remove the Duchess her vileness from this city of ours. Keep in mind now that no one but me and me lads that I brought know we're here. And most of them had to return back to their duties. I was able to keep a few handful around just to make sure we're not disturbed, you see.
You say Zodge is aware you're here?
Not so much, no.
Ah.
He more knows that I had me some personal business to take care of in the upper city.
Understood.
Yeah, personal business. Smack Luca on the back. Looking out for me friend Luca.
It is good to know that things are falling and we'll have the chance to break all the stuff that's going on here.
These scum hadn't killed Phil. I don't think I could have convinced many of me lads to come this way.
Say, Philly Phil was most certainly a good lad, and this is for him.
Aye, his widow. Me and me lads, we picked up a few things. Might pick up a few more after you get done clearing this level, obviously. Take back home. Show the missus something nice.
Can I check the
Indeed.
bodies here? Is there pouches or anything on them?
You can certainly pat down those particular bodies. You do find a pouch, excuse me, of roughly 12 gold pieces in each body.
Okay. I will take both of those and give them to... What was his name?
You didn't get his name.
Okay. So I will...
Are you going to ask him his name?
I am getting to that.
Okay. So you walk up to him and you're all like trying to give him these pouches of gold.
Yes. And I will say I realize this was a huge chance you took, and would appreciate it if you would get it to Phil's family as well. I'm sure they could use the help.
Aye, you must be as nice as good old Luca over there. What be your name, lass?
Robin, and yours?
Darian Saltwater,
Darian Saltwater.
Sergeant of the Grey Waters. Me friends, Bob and Larry. They're the silent type, keep in mind. But they also be friends of Lucas. And the two gentlemen kind of over the corner just go both nod, and Larry gives this like sly grin.
Yeah, I would give a nod as well. Like, I'm glad that the band's back together, guys. This is the reunion tour for Philly Phil.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh,
So, for the rest of the party, you guys are going to have to see it when it gets uploaded, but there is a secret episode. The secret episode of what happened to Luca when he left the party back at the Low Lantern.
Ooh.
indeed. And this mysterious fellow called Philly Phil, who is like the champion of Lucas' cause at the moment.
Yes.
That's awesome.
This is where he met Darian Saltwater and Larry and Bob.
Yep.
So, I'll let you know
Awesome.
when that's uploaded is a secret episode for those of you at home.
Ooh.
It's the lost secret episode.
So, I want to tell him that where I come from, we take from the greedy and undeserving and give it to those more in need. It's just what I do.
Robin, you say? Well, being sure that you have a stout friend in Darian Saltwater. Ever have a need, you call upon me.
Actually, should you ever encounter someone named Nottingham, I'd appreciate it if you'd get word to me.
Aye, lass. Be happy to. Now, you had a pretty terrible ordeal there. I suggest that you get yourself some rest. And perhaps go back at it.
Well, my priority right now is ensuring the proper burial of my friend. Everything else can wait.
Aye. We'll take care of that for you, don't worry none. We don't want to be leaving no evidence behind neither now. He winks at you.
Well then, this was presented as a sham, but old Amric has left the entire estate for us to investigate. So,
And be using caution. Because if there's devil worshippers here, you don't know what tricky tricks they have up. We took care of the first floor for the most part now. We didn't go upstairs. Shoot all the bloody servants out. Told them to go home for the day.
Probably wise.
Darn
generous.
nasty looking cat be running around here somewhere. Me and me friends, we don't deal none with no cats.
Not everything appears to be entirely genuine here. That cat may be more than a cat,
Aye.
given the strangeness around here.
With that, if you guys have further questions, concerns, or comments for Darian or his crew, I'm willing to continue with the RP with that. But you have survived this particular battle, which will actually advance the entire group to level 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
Decision point.
So, I was going to say that let's pause the recording. Unless you guys want to RP some or whatever, you guys advance your characters to level 5, and you guys can get the benefits of a long rest while you're here in the Vanthampur establishment. Obviously, with the exception of Peyton's new character.
Am I still level 5?
Yeah.
The other, that's what you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can come in at level
what
5.
What are hit points for level 5? Because 1 through 4 was full.
Yeah.
What was 5 again?
Let me pull up my notes real quick. Sorry. Let's see. Levels 5 through 6 you must roll for. And in this particular incident, with our cameras rolling, you guys can feel free to go get some dice and roll them in front of you if you want to use your home dice, or if you want to use a digital dice on Roll20, you could do that. It's your choice. I would just like to see the roll. Yeah, so you get to pick your webcam up or whatever.
I don't have the option to. Well, I could do that, I guess, but.
Why don't you guys give me PJs?
Ah.
3.
And then we'll talk about it. No, and then.
Okay. We
So
got a
that's-
3. Yep, that's your hit.
With my constitution on top of that, right?
Correct. Yes, you get your Constitution modifier on top of that.
Right.
That's
Wow!
Threes around.
Wow, 3 threes.
God.
Wow.
Oh, 3-3. Damn, everybody got
We all
3.
rolled 3s.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I should
And
have went with my regular dice.
when you advance to level 6, you will get to roll one more time. But while you guys are working on that, does anybody have any RP that they want to take care of before I pause the recording?
No.
Okay. Brendan?
Nope.
Okay.
I've got to make a decision.
Okay. And then Peyton, I'm going to be
Yes.
messaging you probably via Discord.
Okay.
And then that's really it. We can continue playing, obviously, once you guys level up to level 5. We'll take our break now. You guys get
Yep.
leveled up, so on and so forth. This will give me a chance to kind of peruse. I know what's going on in the rest of this particular place, so I don't really need to peruse. So I'm going to go to the bathroom because I need to go to the
I'm
bathroom.
gonna go check on my kids. My character is updated in.
Roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do it before because I can't create a new sheet, so I just overrid everything in my other sheet.
Oh, if you said something, I could, but that's fine.
It was fine. I did it in a digital PDF, and
Okay.
then I just overrid my other sheet.
Your challenge then during break is to find art.
Oh, I found an art. I'm gonna do my own art, but did find a piece of art for now. I'll post it
Okay.
in Discord. I'll
Okay.
send it to you.
That's fine.
All right.
Either way, but I'm gonna pause recording in 5 and 4, 3. You won't notice that anything's gone because we're gonna be right back in just a moment. But everybody survived the ground assault at Vanthampur Villa and was able to promote themselves or level up to level 5. We're going to see Luca, whether he takes what route he takes with his particular character. Unfortunately, we lost Cortana Redlocks, and we're going to get to meet, hopefully tonight, I'm hoping to get to that point in time, Peyton's backup character. I've already established where Peyton's backup character is. You guys will get to see that, so tune in for that. But you won't miss anything, but we're going to be back in a little while after we're done leveling up our characters. So pause the video, go get yourself a snack, go pee, and we'll see you in just a minute. See, for you, no time passed at all, and instantaneously, just like magic, we are back into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Our party members have received the benefits of a long rest, and they have done so in the leisure of the Vanthampur Villa, being watched over by Darian Saltwater, Larry, and Bob.
Yep.
We'll put Bob over here by the front door, we'll put Larry over here by the back door, and we'll leave Darian in the same room with you guys. Right this moment in time, it's Rhea Mantlemorn, it's Luca Twardowski, and Robin. You guys rest, relax, and you feel a little more confident, a little more sure of yourselves as you guys have taken on a few different opponents and survived a few different encounters.
That we have, most of us.
After receiving a good amount of rest, you feel ready to move through the rest of the Vanthampur Villa. During the time frame that you guys were resting, Cortana's body was taken away by a couple of Grey Wavers who had returned on their off-duty hours to transport Cortana's body to the Templar of Lathander, the Church of Lathander, in Norchapel. You guys, it is night. Night has fallen in the city of Baldur's Gate. With night's arrival within Baldur's Gate, the Vanthampur Villa and its discoveries await you.
Alrighty.
So-
Let's case this freaking joint.
Before we go very far, there is something I must do.
Okay.
I will walk over to the curtains and just kind of like use my short sword, shred a piece of the curtain off. And I want to go outside a moment.
Okay. Front door or back door?
Front door.
Okay.
So as we were coming in, were there rose bushes by chance?
No.
Okay. Well, that's fuzzy. Let me see. But there were trees. There were trees.
Yes, there are some trees.
I am going to go over to one of the trees and pick up 14 small twigs.
Okay.
And I'm going to use this piece of the curtain that I have as a component pouch with the twigs in it.
Okay.
Then I will head back inside.
Okay.
Not having an arcane focus is new to me. So I am gathering my components. So, and then I will join my party again, and now I am ready.
As you come back in, wrapping the twigs up in the curtain, Larry, standing at the front door, just kind of looks at you a little weird. He reaches down to his side and he pulls out the pouch that you had given him with the gold coins. You notice he's holding the pouch out, but it seems to be empty.
Okay. Well, thank you. That
He just
will be much
nods.
more useful.
He just nods.
I mean, I was all for shredding the jerk's curtains, but this works too.
Yeah, the material that you realized it's in him is like gossamer and very sheer, so it's not
Alright.
pouch material, but
Pouch works.
Larry just kind of nods a bit at you and smiles.
Alright, so I'm adding component pouch. And 14.
So, you've gathered up some twigs. Rhea's with you. Darian is like, my boys and I are willing to hold this place for at least a couple of days before, obviously, I have to get back to work.
Well, let's be efficient and thorough.
That's what I like about you, Luca. You're willing to do the thorough work, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Now then, are you prepared, esteemed colleague and Hellrider?
One more thing.
Rhea nods.
I'm gonna go into this room. How heavy is that painting of the angels burning and falling?
It is not a painting. It is a
Oh.
tapestry. Tapestry.
Tapestry. Great. So
It weighs 5 pounds.
Fabulous. I'm gonna take it down and shred it.
Rip. Shred, 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 shred. Darian just kind of like sidelong glances over towards Luca. Leans over a little bit. She got some anger problems, you know?
Iconoclastic, she's not a fan of the arts.
So when I feel it's thoroughly shredded, I will.
It's thoroughly
walk in
shredded.
the room.
Yes, it's thoroughly shredded.
Are they looking at me funny?
Darian seems to be... He smiles as you walk back in and kind of nods.
I don't take kindly to the blasphemy of angels.
Aye.
And I'll just keep walking.
He just kind of glances at Luca for just a minute.
Would shrug. Say, really doesn't like the arts when they depict angels, evidently.
Ah, teach your own.
Yep.
I had me a cousin that was afraid of trees.
That. I hope he was never in a forest. His enemies would be all around him.
Wow. Alright.
Watching and waiting. Oh, Robin. I figured that we're doing full disclosure these days. I have a useful way of us keeping in touch. I'd produce my wand and demonstrate that I can now do message by saying, I can speak to you quietly.
That's creepy.
That will prove useful.
I will keep my wand drawn for the future endeavors. Do these stairs go up, correct?
Correct. Those stairs ascend to the second floor.
I have a feeling that we won't find as useful information up there. My paranormal investigator's guidebook always says make sure you clear the basement. Check the foundation of these interesting houses. Wouldn't want to be caught in a collapse. Check these doors. Are they locked or open?
They do appear to be open.
I'm gonna draw my bow.
Pigum.
Have an arrow knocked. Pigum.
Paranormal Investigator's Guidebook.
Yes!
Word.
Pigum.
Which
What
is,
be that?
This is pots, pans, and cooking utensils dangle above 3 wooden preparation tables in the middle of the room, and shelves are lined with bowls, platters, herbs, spices, and dried goods. A dumbwaiter with a manually operated rope and pulley system allows meals to be delivered somewhere within this particular establishment. Crawling on top of the table seems to be eating some food. You guys see this.
Okay, we found the cat.
press on.
That thing is hideous.
Let's see. Obviously, it has been pretty well abused as it's gnawing at the food that's been left on the table. Looks up at you guys and then just kind of seems to ignore you and go back to the...
I've never seen a creature like that before.
I'll look at it knowing the theme of the company that keeps this place. Would ask in Infernal, do you understand me?
The cat seems to be eating.
Well, let's try to be wary of what it's doing. Don't much like cats. Check this southern door.
Does not appear to be locked unless you want to pick it. It will open quite easily.
Okay. These beds.
Ah, sorry, Robin. Whoa, hold on, hold on, momento. I'm trying to reveal that little sliver of shadow that I left there behind us.
Okay.
This undecorated room contains 4 single beds and a dining table for what appears to be the manor's servants. There's spare uniforms and other personal belongings hanging on pegs and drawers under their bed.
Help me check these chests of drawers. We might find a journal or missives left for them.
Fair enough.
Please roll your investigations. Opening the trunks, you realize that nothing of value is kept in this particular place.
I want to.
fully. Oh, go ahead.
Can I check the mattresses? Like underneath them or under the pillows?
I'm going to say with that high of a roll, you would know that there is nothing of value kept in this room.
Okay. Didn't fully
Alrighty.
expect that someone as suspicious
I think
as...
as a dungeon master, I would have given you if something was hidden under a bed with a 22 or a 19, but
Okay, I mean, we said we were checking the drawers and stuff, or something.
yeah. Nope. You can thoroughly search the room, tossing beds and making a general mess, looking for loose floorboards, but it doesn't appear to be that there's anything here.
Okay.
For once, it's not the butler and the maids that did it. Let's test this door.
It opens quite easily to a small room. Food and drink is stored on shelves in this musty room.
What kind of food and drink?
Barrels of ale, a couple of casks of wine, some wheat, some sugar, some flour. Got herbs hanging from rope, probably your different spices, saffron, rosemary.
Is there any bread?
There's going to be a high possibility of bread. Yes, bread. There's a loaf of bread.
Great.
At least 3
I
loaves
will-
of bread.
I will take the 3 loaves of bread. That's rations for a few days.
Could I look to see if the unsavory ingredients that were in my wine are kept in here?
Go ahead and roll on nature. Robin, looking around, you also can find a barrel of like salted pork.
Cool.
So,
Just stuff that'll keep for a little bit longer, just in case.
you can go ahead and find yourself an average of about 10 days worth of rations if you want to thoroughly ransack this particular pantry. Luca, looking around in this place, there doesn't appear to be anything of a vile or vicious nature. This seems to be more household foods, more household wares. Something like that you suspect would be kept under potential lock and key?
I would hope so for Mr. Suspicious, but so far we're exonerating the help.
Yeah.
Let's say that food looks like it should not contain any surprises like the offered drink from earlier.
Fair enough.
I don't know what you're talking about. The drink was fine.
I mean, it didn't fit my palate. I wanted to check to see if I could find that brand of wine so I'd know not to buy it later.
Alright.
Check this door.
The door is also unlocked.
Okay, I'll open the door.
This room contains what appears to be a barrel of fresh water and a brick-walled staircase that descends.
Bingo. The basement.
I'm going to fill my water skin.
I will too. Because those kind of watering points are real important sometimes.
Absolutely.
Rhea will
try
as
to-
well.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to listen here to see if any sounds are echoing along the brickwork.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your perception, sir.
That'll be an 18.
Sorry.
Okay.
Uno momento, por favor.
Oh, set change. Potentially.
Maybe.
No, I had to see what was in the room below you.
Okay.
Sorry. And like I had to read ahead to see where this particular thing came out.
You're doing great. We appreciate you.
Okay, message to Luca.
Okay. Would hold up the wand, tap the side of my head, and I'll message Robin and then message Rhea one at a time. It sounds like something's being moved up against wood on wood. Then indicate that we should proceed with caution.
So, I will go stealthily down the stairs with my bow drawn, arrow ready.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stealth. Ooh, okay. I'm going to drag the characters onto a new map.
Okay.
Okay. Let me make sure I actually grab you guys. Control C. And then I'll find the new map. It's going to be black for just a moment or 3 while I get you guys situated. We'll go Control V there. And then I'm going to put Robin right there. Let me reveal the room that you see, Robin. Give me a few minutes, please.
That's fine.
Robin, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think the drink has gotten to me and I've gone blind.
Were you the only one who drank the drink?
Yeah, the rest of you made objectively the right call, but I had to play by the numbers.
Oh, you objectively made the wrong call to go in there, so.
Right?
Bruce
We're
was-
advancing the we are advancing the plot. Thank you very much.
We are.
4 stone pillars brace the 10-foot-high vaulted ceiling of this dry cellar, the walls of which are lined by a dozen barrels on wooden braces. Half the barrels have brass spigots tapped into them. The room also contains 2 stacks of wooden crates, one in the middle of the room and another by the south wall.
So, is this the south? That's one of them.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. That is the one by the south.
I want to edge carefully right here
Okay.
and just peek for any movement in the room.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm on high alert.
Okay. Message to Robin.
I'm gonna turn back to Luca and tap my head.
Okay, I will touch my temple with my wand and say, "What do you see?" and leave the channel open for her to respond.
Movement, crates, middle of the room.
Acknowledged. And I'd lower my wand to combat position.
Okay.
Okay. I want.
Rhea sees you lower the wand and sees the stance of you guys, so she draws her long sword and she points to both of you and then like points down into the room, and then she points to herself, and then like points down to the room. Clearly, she's trying to indicate that she's like gestures to her heavy armor.
Alright. I will flatten myself against, like, the wall you can't see, so that she can get by.
Oh, well,
I have her character.
Yes, but she's gesturing to her armor and then like pointing to her ears and trying to like tell you that she's going to make a lot of noise.
Oh, I see. Alright, well, I'll tell her to wait. I want to try to get into a better position before she comes charging in, basically.
Okay.
So I want to try to stealth over to here and kind of use the crates for cover.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
Maybe not.
Try to move down to here while she's moving.
Okay.
Coordinated effort. Nope. I need to pull myself.
There, I got you.
Oh, alrighty.
Are you trying to go stealthily there, Luca?
I'll move at the same pace that she is, so that our fates will be bound together.
Okay. Why don't you roll your stealth as well?
Alrighty. Maybe we can be 11 twins.
11sies.
So I'm...
Okay.
You saw my movements and you improved them.
Robin, you get behind the crates there and realize that nothing's happened.
Okay. I will motion for Raya to move in, kind of behind Luca, so she's going to step forward gently.
Okay.
Clunk.
Just a clunk, right? As long as you're consistently working, I want to see some real progress on that.
Gonna
Go ahead, Luca.
a near far signal to Robin, and I'll point at this pillar and indicate that I'm gonna move up.
So that pillar right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your stealth. Unless you are not trying to be stealthy. Unless you're just, like, running for it.
Nope, I'll move stealthily so that my Overwatch element can see where I'm moving.
Okay.
Don't run right into her line of fire. Hey, now we're 11 partners.
11sies.
Alright. Luca, you get right about there when the top crate of the pile busts open.
Oh.
And roll initiative.
Devils.
Ooh.
Wow, look at you guys.
We're Go Fast twins as well.
Right?
Jeez Louise, you guys.
Amric has got us on edge.
Alright, so out of the top crate bursts those little purple devils that you guys saw on Amric's shoulder in the Low Lantern Tavern.
Great.
As the first one comes flying out of his thing. Let's see, which one is that? That's that one. He's going to fling a tailspine at Luca to initiate the combat. That's a natural 20, Luca.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage and 6 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then he's gonna start flapping over here. But that does bring up Luka Twardowski.
I'll
Initiative 2.
defer to Robin
Okay.
on this one. See, since her longbow can really mess things up, can pick up the scraps.
Even more so now. So I'm going to yell at the one who flapped a little closer. Back to the hells! And I will shoot.
Okay. Let's see. That's gonna hit this particular one.
So that and that is all force damage.
Okay, so that's gonna be 6 points of force damage to this particular spined devil.
And then I'm going to shoot again.
17 is gonna hit it.
That's even better.
And that's regular piercing damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You notice that damage doesn't seem to pierce it as hard as the previous damage did.
Gotcha.
However, that particular spine devil does have 2 arrows sticking out of it, and it does seem to be flying in a sort of an erratic pace.
It's extra spiny.
Yes, it's extra spiny. Which brings up Luka Twardowski.
Okay, I'm going to use my new and improved dual beam Eldritch Blast. Send the first one at that puppy.
Okay. It's not a puppy, that's a devil!
Let's see how this newfangled technology works for me.
A 9 is just going to hit the post right in front of the spine devil.
Okay, gotta work on sighting it in and commit the second one to it as well. I want to spread it out.
A 20 is going to hit for sure.
Alrighty.
1 point of force damage to it. Its tail is sticking out behind the pole, and you just like, dunk! And
Bullseye.
You hear this, ow, fucker! In infernal.
To create some space, I am going to disengage. I don't know if they can hit me from there to this door and use my interaction to test if it's open. I'll push it open. If it's locked, then I'll know.
This door does not seem to be locked. You want to push the door open?
Yes.
Then I shall reveal the area that you see. Boom. Like that.
This way's got water.
As soon as you open it up, the thick smell of incense just sort of assaults your nose, clearly trying to disguise the thick smell of sewer water. Though it's like palpable, the taste. You can also tell that there are a stone trench that seems to be cut into the floor. This tunnel also seems to be lit. You can see light from the south and from the north as well.
Okay. I will finish my movement by shouldering over here to hopefully get some help with the other 2 spines that can get thrown.
Okay. This spine devil is going to kind of fly a little bit here, and it's going to fling its tail spines at Luka. I will use the door to give you half cover, so +2 to your armor class.
Okay.
First tail spine flung at you is another natural 20. Way to go.
Oh boy.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage and 3 points of fire.
Alright.
The second tail spine at you is a 13, but you have that cover, so it's going to embed itself into the wall right in front of you. As you duck back from getting hit by the first one, it kind of like pegs you right in the side of the face, little spine just sticking out of your... This Spine Devil is going to kind of fly forward a little bit. Robin, you can have half cover because you're hidden behind those crates as well.
Sweet.
It's going to fling a tail spine at you. That's a 23, however. It's got you zeroed in. Boom! It's going to be 5 points of piercing and 6 points of fire damage to you. And the second hit is a 20 as well. Wow. That's another 6 points of piercing and 3 points of fire from that one. 2 tail spines just thunk, thunk. You're kind of standing up, so you got your top half exposed above those crates, making it a really good target for that particular Spine Devil. Rhea, now the gig is up and she doesn't have to be silent so much. What is she going to do?
5, 10, 15, 20. 25 gets her right there.
This is a 10-foot tall vaulted ceiling. These things are not within striking distance for a melee attack.
Okay.
They are also, I believe, small creatures.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because we had a 10-foot ceiling in the other room and things could reach me.
You're a
So-
medium-sized creature, and it was a medium-sized creature.
Yeah, okay.
Your
Small
feet aren't
beast.
10 feet off the ground?
I understand.
Okay.
I was confused because it applied before. So she will pull out her crossbow then from
Okay.
right here
Yeah.
and shoot at this one.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to hit. Unfortunately, not as damaging as the attack could be, but still takes some damage.
Yep. That's what she's got.
Does she not get the second attack with that?
It says 2 longsword attacks. It doesn't say anything about the crossbow.
Oh, it's a heavy crossbow, so it's got a reload. It's got loading properties.
Yeah.
So the second is to
So-
throw the bolt back in and crank it back or pull back the thing. All right.
So she's good.
All right. This Spine Devil here is going to take the opportunity to hit the easy target that just moved into the room with its tail spines, hopefully. That's a 23 to hit Rhea, so Spine's going to find its way right into her neck for 5 piercing and 5 fire damage. The second tail spine, she sees it coming, throws the crossbow up in its way, and it's going to into the crossbow. Not taking any damage from that one. But then that brings up Robin.
Awesome. I'm gonna yell at that one again to die and go to hell.
23 is going to hit for sure.
That's a lot better.
It's going to yell out in Inferno, "I'll see you there!" Poof.
Foreshadowing.
And then I will aim at this one.
Okay. 27 is definitely going to hit. That's not force damage though, is it?
No.
Okay, that's going to be that much damage to that one.
Less effective.
Yeah, less effective. It does though take the cross or the longbow arrow into its side. Seems to be hurt from it. That brings up Luca.
I will move 5 feet down to get a better angle on this one.
Okay.
And I will switch ammo to cool him off and try out Ray of Frost.
Ooh. Ray of Frost! 23 is
Nice.
definitely going to hit him.
Alright. Cool off, Bennett.
You see the ice beam hit him directly in the chest, and he kind of looks down and he like that. You don't think as much of that hit him as it looked like it did.
Okay, so it does fire damage, and it doesn't look like that worked out the way I thought it would. I'm going to go up here, and even though they should have a fix on me, I'll try that old roguish charm and do a bonus action hide.
Oh, okay, yeah. Make your stealth roll, please. Alright. Let's see. The Spine Devil here, it's going to go ahead and take and shoot its tail spines down towards Robin. First tail spine is a 21, Robin.
That hits.
That's going to be 3 points of piercing and 1 fire. Another spike in your chest, your upper
Okay.
half. The second one, though, is going to be a 13. That one just goes a little wide into the wall behind you. The next Spine Devil here is going to go ahead and fling its 2 tail spines at Rhea. First tail spine at Rhea is an 18 for
That hits.
3 piercing and 4 fire. The second one is also an 18 for 3 piercing and 1 fire. So she's just thunk thunk, little sparks of flame shoot up from her chest there. That brings up Rhea. Got her crossbow reloaded this time around.
Yep.
16 is gonna hit. Which one do you want to hit, north or south?
This one.
South. 3 points of piercing damage. Cut in half, rounded up, equals 2 points of piercing damage. Yeah. But that brings up Robin.
Hey! Bird!
17 is gonna hit.
Ooh, hey.
South or north?
That's all. North. Well, because the south one's been shooting at me.
Yep. South one has been
Yeah.
hitting at you. Arrow collides with it, the burst of force energy, and the whole demon just kind of explodes into this burst of sulfur.
Sweet. Then I will kind of vault over the thing here
Okay.
and jump here and shoot the other one.
Nice. 24 is going to hit for sure.
Shoot the other one.
For 3 points of piercing damage, because unfortunately they have resistance to non-magical damage.
That is okay.
That brings up Luca, who for some reason didn't get attacked at all this last round. Luca, you were hidden from these targets, so
Okay.
you, I do believe, have advantage.
Alright. I'm gonna try Old Faithful and try to hit him with the Eldritch Blast that didn't work out so well last time.
Okay.
Alright.
Stop down to the south, retarget him. The first attack is going to have advantage. The second one will be a regular attack.
Okay.
Taking a bead on the flying critter in the air, you hit him just on the bottom of his foot.
Did I hit or
Yes,
did it not?
yeah, it
Okay.
hit. You hit him on the bottom of his foot. Just hit him.
I don't believe I get sneak attack damage for spell attacks.
No,
correct?
sir. No, sir. Unfortunately, it's either a ranged weapon or a light finesse melee attack.
I thought as much.
3 points of force damage. This particular Spine Devil is starting to look a little haggard, but not too bad. Actually, just now.
Okay. Now, try to keep my bead on him
Okay.
and send another one his way. This one normal.
Yep. 13 is going to catch him in his other foot. This one just like catches his toes.
Alright.
13's his armor class, so.
Alright. I'll nickel and dime him, I will.
Well, with that, he's flying, you hit him and he's like flipped over in his air and he's kind of like swaying back and forth. literally sees his infernal life flash before his eyes, but he pulls it back together at the last second.
I will use my bonus action and movement
Okay.
to try the old confuse them, get over and try to give this door a push to see if it's locked or openable.
My goodness, it's raining like a son of a gun out there.
It is.
It's
Yeah, I
like
can hear it.
katoosh. Let's see. Yes, this door will shove open and
Okay.
reveal a room.
Uh-oh. More crates!
What are you doing?
The spine devil, finally comes to a stop and is spinning. Sees the target running across them and is like, "In infernal, fuck you, asshole!" And then, boom, tail spine towards Luca. That's a 9. So Luca just
Ooh.
ducks over his head.
Next time, don't announce your attack, amateur!
At that, with a 17, the second one catches you in the back shoulder. You're like, ow! That's going to be 4 points of piercing and 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
That brings up Rhea Mantlemorn.
Who's going to move around me and take another shot?
20
Sure.
is going to hit, and that arrow is just going to fly straight towards the X on its chest, and poof!
Yeah.
And a cloud of smoke goes down the last spined devil.
I am going to use my healing hands to look a little less haggard
Okay.
before we go any farther.
Luca, more than 200 corked bottles of wine are displayed in 7-foot-tall wooden racks that span the west and south walls.
Alcohol. Lots of alcohol. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door.
Okay.
Then
The doors are
Right.
made of riveted iron plates with iron hinges that are well oiled.
Interessante. Good for cover though. I'm gonna have to dip into my daily and use my cure wounds
Okay.
because I'm pretty hurt.
Okay. Jeez. It is like coming down out there right now.
Yeah.
We needed that weather.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Get those wildfires
We
cleared
really
up.
did.
Yeah. It's just like right now. It's crazy out there right now.
I mean, but we have needed it for a while, so it's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm no longer bloody. Wrong button. Alright.
What was in the other room, Luca?
Sewage and water, lots of incense. I saw crates in there, didn't want to invite yet another round, but I imagine that if something had been hiding in there, it would have revealed itself when its friends were attacking.
Potentially.
Given our guests, I would prefer to clear before doing thorough checking, so we're not caught unawares.
Agreed. So I want to step up here and peek around this way.
Hold on
Shall
just a
do the same but opposite.
second. Okay. one moment, please, while I move something around here. Okay. So, I take it Luca wants to look north, and Robin wants to look south.
That
Yes.
is correct.
Okay.
And Rhea is keeping an eye on things behind us.
Okay. There's to the north, and there is to the south.
Hey.
Give me a moment. I'm going to take the view map that the people at home can see and kind of zoom out just a little bit so that you can kind of get an idea of what the group is looking at. Alright, there you go. If we get ourselves into a fight or something like that, I'll put it into a larger sized map. But that's what you guys see. This looks to be a tunnel. The tunnels are 9 foot high and have curved ceilings. Oil lanterns fitted with thick panes of green-tinted glass hang at regular intervals on 1 foot long iron chains. Each lantern sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. I do believe that that's what this green mark is here on your map. That is a lantern.
Okay.
So that's
Makes sense.
what those are there.
I'm going to pause for a moment and ask Seraphina for guidance. On which way to go. We're looking for proof.
Luca's likely gonna stick to maze theory on this one.
Right?
Does not appear to be any sort of a particular response.
Alright.
You're not feeling the pull of one direction or another.
Guide my sword. So I will just... I defer to you.
Alright. I'm gonna start moving on up this way.
Okay.
And back.
Moving on up to the east side.
Do the Scooby-Doo stack of heads to
Right?
check around the corner.
That's totally what's happening here.
Okay. Hold on just a moment, please. Alright.
And I would have got away with it too.
If it weren't for you pesky adventurers and your Hell Rider.
Yeah, right. Alright, so let me...
It wasn't for the full-grown adults in combat professions.
Right?
Why are you not letting me... There you go. Okay, sorry. For some reason, the reveal areas was just not operating as per norms.
Pajamas, please.
I'm in my pajamas. Oh, wait. You're not talking to me.
Sorry.
It's okay. A very long hallway you can make out, as well as what appears to be two individuals with their backs towards you. They seem to be walking away from you. They are roughly 70 feet or so down the hallway, walking away from you. And for those of you at home that want to see that, that's what I'm talking about there. You Scooby-Doo your heads around, that's what you see.
I want to try to stealth you right there.
You want to try to stealth to right there, okay?
I've got you covered. I've got you covered.
You
Fall into the water.
we're gonna say
Whoosh.
we're gonna say right there. You're headed towards that area, but you're keeping an eye on the group of individuals in front of you and not this section of bridge that you happen to be crossing, to get to the other side. When you step on a rat and it causes you, whoa, shit, and then, you kind of like yell out for just a moment.
Damn it.
Long enough for the two individuals here to turn and face you. Do the rolling of the initiative.
Damn it.
Fight's probably not going to take very long, but...
We don't know that. This could be awful.
Alright. So, Luca, you got yourself ready. You watched Robin step on the rat. You were just about to, let her know, look! But you didn't want to, yell out.
I was confident that she had that it was intentional, that she was gonna go right for it. Some kind of professional move I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Eldritch Blast for those two.
Okay.
Hopefully.
North or south?
I'll start with the south one.
Okay.
Right.
I imagine myself singing the Kronk music when I tried to stealth just now.
12. The Eldritch Blast comes flying down the hallway and smacks cultist number 1 in the chest, who seems to have this large pole in his hand with this chain, and on the end of the chain you see a sensor swinging back and forth.
Weirdo. Right.
Clearly the incense is, that's their job, but roll your damage.
Okay.
With 7 points of force damage, this particular cultist flies backwards, throws the sensor up in the air, and he's staggering and not looking good.
Alright, I'll send the next one to his buddy to the north.
Okay.
To try... there's a lot of doors that they could potentially
24 is gonna hit it for sure.
Alright.
8 points of damage to the one to the north is gonna stagger him, and he's gonna be extremely bloody, and sensor goes falling into the water there in the trench in the middle of them. Let's see.
Luca does not like this, but he is gonna round the corner and move and dash the full 60 to try to give them ample reason to not run away, but come towards the person.
Okay. The bonus action dash.
Chugga.
Okay. This cultist here is gonna draw his scimitar. Actually, no, that's the northern cultist there. He's gonna draw his scimitar and 5, 10, 15 come down here, and he's gonna try to scimitar at Luca. That's a 5. Shoosh! Clearly not good at this particular attacking thing. That brings up Rhea.
Oh, you come down here often.
Rhea is going to... Can't even get to her sheet.
100
she's
feet.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Pew!
Which one's she shooting at?
The one that's on Luca, not that it mattered.
Yeah, it was twang, and the bolt just clack off the ceiling. The cultist to the south. He's gonna roll a dice to see what he does. Okay. He's gonna draw his scimitar and step forward towards
Yes.
Luca.
Oh, it worked.
He's gonna slash at you with an 8, Luca.
Oh, I did not like this plan when it was hatching in my head, but I feel slightly better right now.
That
Only
brings
slightly.
that brings up Robin. I'm sorry, Peyton. You look bored.
They're fine.
Trying to find you.
They're doing their best.
Alright. I am going to shoot at the one north of Luca.
27 is definitely gonna hit. He had his life flash before his eyes and pulled it back together. He's dead. He had 1 hit point left.
And then I will try to shoot the one behind him.
Okay. That's gonna hit for sure, and he had 2 hit points left. And so he's gone. Like I said, that fight did not need to last very long, but
Okay. Do a quick roll of their bodies to see if they have key rings.
let's see. These 2 particular cultists do not have any key rings. But there are 2 bodies though laying in the middle of the trench. And you do notice the sensors that they were carrying around the dungeon.
Yeah, I don't like that. Are these like waterways?
Yeah, that looks like an offshoot waterway, a sewer pipe.
Does it look like one of those sensors will fit in it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll try to get the sensor into there, and then note the northern door
Okay.
and the bodies. Try to get them out of the way.
So you're
Can I
gonna.
try to retrieve my arrows first?
You can certainly try to retrieve your arrows. Highs or lows?
Highs.
Highs. 28. You shot 2 arrows. That means you can retrieve uno arrow.
Okay. I'll take it.
You drag them up to this particular thing, swing open the door, and are greeted with a room that has meat and animal carcasses hanging in the middle of this room. From the 10-foot high ceiling are 6 3-foot long chains, each ending in a hook. Flayed boar carcasses hang from 4 of the hooks, while the remaining 2 hooks are bare.
Meat room, toss them.
Toss the 2 bodies of the cultists in the meat room. Shunk,
Yep.
shunk.
Close the door.
Okay. Door closed.
Ah.
Kathunk.
I want to check up this way.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like a dead end, but I just want to...
It does look like a collapsed sewer tunnel.
Alright. Just walk the length of it and make sure there's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Brick walls and stone-tiled floors.
Alright. So... let's continue on.
Message to Rhea to maybe go onto this side next towards those big doors.
She'll nod.
Come up and get in position just shy of this door.
She will listen at the door.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. She says it's quiet on the other side.
Are these still the metal fitted doors?
Correct. It does give me the indication that all of the doors in this particular dungeon are made of iron.
Okay,
Alright.
indicate we may not get a ton of helpful information from trying to listen. I'll test the weight, see if it's locked.
It does not appear to be locked, no.
Indicate for her to take a 5-foot step back. to here. Look over to Robin, indicate you want to go here, here, or here. To have an angle in if we find friends.
So I'll step right here.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'll
So I can see right in the doorway.
Okay.
push the door open.
The door pushes open into a dining room. 2 wooden trestle tables with benches stand in the middle of the room, which is brightly lit by 6 tall wrought iron candlesticks spaced along the walls. Each candlestick stands 6 feet high and has 9 lit candles at the top of it. These would be the candlesticks.
I figured. I'm gonna whisper that. We'll step forward. There's another door there, but there's also a door here. So maybe one of us goes here and here, and we just get an angle on it just in case there's someone in there.
I'd volunteer for this position.
Okay. So then Rhea and I will go here,
Okay.
and 1,
That
2, 3-ish.
Yeah, that also lets you have an angle on this door if shenanigans happen. I'll try to stealth over, and I'd say I'll message you when I'm in position.
Okay.
That works.
Go ahead and roll your stealth.
My turn.
Right?
Another rat. Squeak!
Clomp, clomp. Tapping my head. In case you didn't hear, that was me moving over on 3, 2, then push the
Boom.
door with. Ha!
Let's see. The kitchen is uncomfortably warm and contains a pair of brightly burning cast iron stoves with piles of wood next to them. Other furnishings include a wooden trestle table where food is prepared, as well as shelves lined with plates, mugs, pots, utensils, and jars of ingredients and spices.
Place is weird. We've seen 2 cultists, and there's definitely room for a lot more than 2 cultists.
As you were passing this particular door here, you realize that there were infernal runes carved into the door frame.
That's not good.
Oh, lovely. That
Before we
might-
leave the kitchen, is of the spices, is there cinnamon?
Yes,
I'm going to take
you have cinnamon spice.
a jar of.
Can I see the runes from this doorway?
You can see them, but it's difficult to make out. They're not largely written.
Oh. No, Megusta. I'm gonna do it like the vision test and try to get as far away from it as possible, but still be able to read.
Right about there, you can read them.
Okay.
In Infernal, it says, "That which falls can rise again."
I'd message that to Robin and say, believe that's referring to the plight, and like do air quotes, of the fallen legions that became the devils.
Hope it's not in reference to whatever's behind the door. Oh dear.
Well, let's at least check this hallway before we go into the scary room.
Before we run off, I want to use one of my abilities.
Okay.
I am going to use my Primeval Awareness. I will use a first level spell slot, and I want to know if there are aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Are there
Near me.
limitations on that particular detection?
Anything within a mile of me, and I can sense if they are present. It does not reveal their location or number.
Within a
I'd
mile of
imagine.
you?
I imagine I'd sense that they're. Yeah.
You can sense that there are fiends.
Okay.
Within a mile of you, if it doesn't tell you where they are?
Yeah, it says it doesn't reveal their location or number. I just use my action to expend a spell slot to focus my awareness on the region around me. For a minute per level of the spell you expend, you can sense whether the following creatures are present within a mile of you.
The feeling that you are getting from the primeval awareness is that the presence of fiends is pretty damn close to you.
Okay.
It is not on the edge of your awareness. They are very close.
Very, very nearby.
Very
I imagine it's kind of the hot and cold sensation. I don't know the exact location, but I can sense nearer or farther kind of a thing.
I'm okay with that.
I think that's kind of how it's meant to read, sort of a thing. So I'm going to get Luca's attention. I'll kind of go right here. That's not me. Sorry. Be right there. There are fiends nearby. We should be very careful.
I agree.
Like, extremely nearby.
I'll check around the corner nearby and see.
Look to the south.
Yep.
Alright. As you peer down south, hold on, that's way too wide. Don't need it to be that wide. You can see down south a pair of cultists swinging the censer that have just stepped beyond that hallway.
I'd look back, message south end, 2 cultists swinging ensigns. It's the other patrol. Bushwhack, question mark, keep one alive, question mark for interrogation.
The other ones weren't that strong. I really think we should investigate the chanting.
You hear chanting?
There's chanting on the other side of that door. They're performing some sort of ritual. I think we need to put a stop to it.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Did you want to listen to what was said? Don't you understand Infernal?
I do, and yes.
They are repeating the phrase over and over. That which falls can rise again. Hail to the patron mother, Duke Thalmera Vanthampur. May her reign be long. May she bring glory to Avernus. To the master of Avernus, our mistress, Zariel.
don't care. I'm busting this door in.
And now it's time to queue up American Venom. Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna see. I'm losing my shit. So I'm going full angel.
And
Not
this
full angel.
is where we will pick up our game
Ah. Okay.
next week.
we are trying to find Peyton, and we didn't do such a hot job.
I see that it's 8:42 p.m. on my clock, and I'm looking at what's on the other side of this door here. And so, if our party members are going to bust in, then I don't believe that this fight is going to be done in the amount of time that we'd normally have to play the game. So,
Okay.
I was gonna go ahead and call it. However, in order for you guys to go ahead and get an idea of what you might be up against, because I'm kind enough DM to potentially,
I mean, I did
give
say
this
I
to
was
you.
busting the door down and going angel.
yeah, bust the door down and going angel. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal the room to you.
What is that?
Standing at the very far side of the room, you can see
Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna be great.
a very
It's gonna be so good.
spiky
This is gonna be
Very
so good,
deadly.
you guys.
demon standing there.
I want to fight this.
I know you want to fight this. Don't forget, guys, that we do have a party member that, Peyton. Sorry that we didn't get to rescue
good.
you and your backup character today. But we're going to try to schedule right this moment in time, 2 weeks out. You guys can feel free to talk battle plans between now and then. I'll leave the map up so that if you want to, have a discussion, because it's only the three of you guys.
I know.
And one of them's technically an NPC. So,
Well, for funsies' sake, you could give Peyton control of Rhea.
oh yes.
Then
I thought
at least you could be part of the.
I thought Rhea was in everybody's journal.
I don't know.
Oh, she is.
Yeah. So Peyton, you
Well,
can
then
feel
you
free.
could do that.
Yeah.
And at least be part of the fun.
Yeah, you take
Just
over
run
Rhea for this next week. Let's get our initiative rolls though.
Okay.
Might as
You don't
well.
want to split the fight?
What's that?
So you don't want to split the fight?
Split the fight.
No, part this week, part.
Start it and then pick it up.
I would. I don't really want to do that. No.
Yeah.
No, I think having the initiatives rolled, just put them in the thing, and then oh wow, look at that. We got Robin, cultist, Luca,
Demon.
Devil.
Devil.
Cultist. Oh, where's
Yeah.
Rhea?
Where initiative?
It's
Ah,
the little dice
Got
on
it, found it.
And then it's after. Yeah, look at that. Robin,
That's
cultist,
Yeah.
Odysseus, Devil,
Oh.
Luca, cultist, Rhea, cultist. All right. But
so
that
angry.
that is where we'll bring it up next time we all meet together. Yeah. Anybody got questions, currents, comments?
That was
No?
fun.
No?
I mean, it
All
was
right.
sad. I legit almost started crying when I was having to roleplay that. She died.
And you could have saved a character too because you had an inspiration, but
I
that's
didn't even
okay.
think I had the inspiration. Oh well, it's.
I took it off the new
It's okay.
character, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But you guys, we'll see you soon. Subscribe, like the channel, and stay
Yes.
safe out there.
Please.
Yep.
Wear your masks.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.